You get paid in someone else's debt. You put that into the bank. They lend that debt out to somebody else 9 times over. You get taxed on your paycheck. You get income, which is debt. You go to buy something at the grocery store. You pay taxes on it. You decide to give somebody some money, and it's a larger amount. They get flagged, and somebody has to pay taxes on that. Put your money into 401k, and you retire, and you gotta pay taxes on it. So you get paid in someone else's debt. You trade time, labor for debt. You get taxed on that debt. When you retire, you gotta pay taxes on the retirement. And during that time, they've eroded the buying power of your income, which is debt, at about 2 to 3% inflation after about 30 to 40 years of your retirement age or your retirement working life, they've pretty much cut the buying power of your dollar in half due to inflation. So inflation is silent taxation. They get you through taxes. They pay you in someone else's debt. Oh, and they bury you in a debt monetary slave system where they teach you to borrow against your future self and have a good credit score. So now you get paid in someone else's debt. You got to trade time for money, which is debt. You get taxed on that debt. When you retire, you get taxed on it. By the time you retire, your purchasing power has been eroded in half. You monetize against your future labor that you haven't worked yet by spending an auto loan out 72 months and a mortgage 30 years. And the only way you can get ahead is to give up more time away from your family. You didn't fail, the system failed you. This worked for our grandparents, but we can't play by the same rules in this environment. The rules that work for our grandparents don't work anymore. If you don't realize how to trade your income and turn it into cash flow, and then transmute that cash flow into assets that beat inflation, and when those assets go up and appreciate over time, which are called offense, which cycle and go up and down, and pull profits before people come in to get rich quick, and then you take those profits and you put it into defense. Things that create stability, protection, and hold the value of your currency, and something that creates a family bank, like cash value life insurance, so that when the markets come collapsing down, you can now leverage multiplying that dollar that now becomes 2 and go back into markets and buy everybody's fear. That's what the wealthy are doing. They get the printed money at the top that's extremely cheap, and by the time it gets down to you, it's extremely expensive. They're out of the market as you're coming in, and they're entering the market as you're running from it. So what you should be studying is how to transmute every single dollar you get, which is someone else's debt, into something that creates cash flow and makes money while you sleep. And then when that money comes in from the money you make while you sleep, you transmute that money into assets that will grow over time and beat inflation. And when you get some profits, don't be greedy, take some off the table and build some defense and protection for your family. And you should always be de-risking, de-risking, de-risking. You see, the system was not designed for you. It was designed to trap you. And like I said, we can't play by the same rules that our grandparents did in this new economy. I hope these daily education help you wake up to the reality that you're facing and the things you can do about it. Love you guys. Good night.